Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? How's it going? Welcome to episode number 700 of Walking with Purpose Live. Today we have hit another milestone. And humbly speaking, I got to say, I'm pretty proud of myself. And remember, late last year we hit episode number 600. And wow, number 700 came quicker than I thought. Next there's 800, then there's 900. And then the really big one, 1,000. 300 more episodes to go. I don't think episode 1,000 will happen in 2024, but I think it will happen sometime towards the middle to the end of 2025. That's my estimate on that. But besides hitting the milestone 700 episode, and besides the fact I wanted to go to a different location and make it a little more special, I'm at Red Morton Park because it's supposed to start raining in about 30 minutes with showers. So I'm taking a big risk. If that happens, I will duck and cover, and I'll continue doing the show until it's done. I'll be on for at least an hour and a half max. But let's just pray that it doesn't rain while I'm walking. Okay, I wanted to wait for that car to pass on by. Thank you for the first thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. I have a very important topic to discuss here today. And I'm going to keep it as professional as possible. Because I've been getting a lot of heat lately. And I'm not saying this about anybody specifically. I'm saying this in general. There are a lot of people giving me heat that are massive hypocrites. Because it seems like they're allowed to express their opinions on the internet, but when I do it, I'm not allowed to do it. Right? I don't have First Amendment rights like they do, right? I don't. Or maybe their First Amendment rights grant them more special privileges than mine do, right? Which nobody gets special privileges. First Amendment rights are just that. And we're going to talk about that here today. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot that's been going on. There are a lot of people that are scrutinizing me for talking about certain things. Oh, you shouldn't be inserting yourself into this, and you don't know what you're talking about, and you're spreading misinformation, or you're giving medical advice without a license, and that's not what I'm doing. If that's what I was doing, my channel would have penalties on it, because I know there are people that flag me every day just for the fact that they don't like me. So obviously, my channel still being here, both my channels are monetized channels in very good standing, with no community guideline strikes or warnings, no copyright strikes, not even one single copyright claim. These are the cleanest channels on YouTube right here. So if I was doing something wrong, especially due to the mass amount of haters I have, that probably constantly flag me every day for just breathing air, something would have happened by now, right? So I wanted to start out by saying that first. Now, before I go any further, can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know. I just kind of went live on the fly. I didn't promote this. I had to figure out if I was going to walk today or not because it was raining last night. It was raining throughout the morning, and it's going to come back. So, the topic of episode number 700, the milestone 700 episode, is public figures are subject to criticism unless ... One more time. Public figures are subject to criticism and protected. I forgot that. Unless, one more time. Public figures are subject to criticism and protected by your First Amendment rights. Here in the U.S., if you're in a different country, I'm sure you have freedom of speech within your government system, right? Here's the First Amendment. You're protected within the First Amendment unless there is an unless, right? Let's start off by talking about the unless first, okay? Go ahead. Let's start off by talking about the unless, okay? There are a few exceptions to the First Amendment. Savannah, I have a question, Coach. There's this creator, Zero Jules, who's trying to silence my free speech. Is that allowed? Well, I know Jules, and it sounds like you're trolling. And that's not... Jules would not do that. And if you're here to troll and cause issues, I will remove you. I'll give you one more chance. And if you say something I feel is trollish, I will remove you. What is not protected by your First Amendment rights? Hate speech is not protected. What is hate speech? Calling somebody the N-word, you know, saying something derogatory about a protected class, even saying something derogatory to a Caucasian person like myself. You know, a lot of people like to call us Caucasians. You know, a snack that we eat, you know, I don't want to say the word, you know. You put cheese on this thing. It starts with a C, right? Even calling Caucasian men or Caucasian people like myself the C word, which is something that, you know, we've all eaten, right? They make these snacks like in the form of saltine. Have you heard of saltine C's, right? If you call me the C word, that is hate speech. It is. Now, quite frankly, I've been called. Good afternoon, sir. I hope your Sunday is treating you well. It is not Sunday, it is Saturday. Unless you're in a different country and it's already Sunday. Did you get your days mixed up? It's Saturday. You must be in a different country. Outspoken, are you in a different country where it's already Sunday? Now, here's the thing. Yeah, no worries. At Carlotta, no worries. Now, I'm a 50-year-old grown-ass man, and if somebody calls me the C word, I'm not going to take offense to it. I'm probably going to laugh at it because I'm a strong person, and I know that the reason why people use hate speech, in most cases, is not because they really mean it. It's because they're hurting deep inside, and this is my opinion. I'm not diagnosing anyone. I'm not even talking about anyone specifically. I'm saying in general, this is my opinion. People that use hate speech are hurting deep within. They lack self-love. They lack self-respect, and they're projecting. That's all they're doing, right? But still, that's not covered by your freedom of speech. Making threats are not covered by your freedom of speech. Now, there are different levels of threats. Some are okay and some are not. The only threats, in my opinion, that are okay, it's not even a threat, these are promises. Like if somebody is severely harassing you on YouTube and you say, okay, if you don't stop, I'm going to sue you. That's not even really a threat, that's a promise, right? A lot of people say, oh, that's you're threatening me. No, you're harassing me. So I'm tired of your harassment. And because I'm trying to be such a nice person and say I really don't want to sue you and put us through that. This is an example, by the way. I'm saying stop or I'm going to sue you, right? I'm not going to do that. This is just an example. A lot of people think that every little thing is a threat. Not everything's a threat, right? Certain things are just promises that this is the action you're going to take, that you're legally allowed to take to protect yourself if someone doesn't stop their abuse on you, right? I don't think people understand words anymore. Hey, Grotesque, are you on a different account? I want to ask you a question and be honest. I'm not going to ban you. We're good. Just be honest with me and you're good. Are you on a main account, Grotesque Subhuman, without the 3, in Adventure AZ Dana's channel? And are you saying that I'm upset? Were you the one that said I'm upset that, that Dana's talking with Christina, Real Talk Christina? Because honestly, I don't care. They can become best friends for all I care. They can do whatever they want. But I'm calling you out, bro, because I see everything, because I'm the master of the internet. I'm like the He-Man version of the internet. He's the master of the universe. I'm the master of the internet. I see everything. So you're going to keep it real with me? Keep it 100, bro? We're good. Thunder's back again because he wants a piece of this, right? Yes, I had to create another account because I wanted to talk to mommy again. Well, why are you talking about me and saying, why are you stirring the pot and saying that I'm upset that Christina's talking to Dana? Because that's not true. You're making shit up, right? And stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm going to do anything, but stuff like that you make up, that could be slander. That is slander. Slander spoken, libel written. I'm just saying, dude, I'm using you for example purposes because that is absolutely not true. You're out there, you're talking shit about me, You're slandering my name, and it's not true. Why are you doing that? Well, because Dana was saying very mean things about you. That makes no sense, dude. I don't care if Dana says all the mean things about me in the world. You didn't defend me. Instead, you said that I'm upset that Christina's talking with Dana. You're making no sense, dude. You're further burying yourself. So, dude, listen. We're good, dude. I'm not gonna remove you. I'm just calling you out. I did defend you, but she blocked me. But that's not what you did initially. Initially, you said that Eli's upset because Christina's talking to Dana, and I never once said that. And I don't know where you pulled that out of, bro. Where did you gather that? Did you make that up just for drama clicks, bro? I mean, let's keep it real here, dude. I'm just asking you, dude, to be honest with yourself. Forget about being honest with me, dude. I can let this go, and I will. I want you to be honest with yourself and tell me, why did you make something up like that? I want to know why people make shit up like that when I never, ever said that or thought that. Well, then I said it out of context then. No, you said it because you wanted to stir up the pot and get attention. Let's be real about it, brother. We're good. You didn't say that out of context. There's no other context to say that in. You said it because you wanted to stir up the pot and create more controversy to feed your need for drama. If you're going to be real with me, well, first of all, bro, be real with yourself. Forget about being real with me. Because I can smell bullshit a mile away. But come on, dude. Like Coach Corey Wentz said, you can't, you can bullshit the coach, but don't bullshit yourself. Or you can try to bullshit the coach, right? Eli, I was going by your feelings, which was in context. By my feelings, I could care less where anyone goes. I don't own anyone or control anyone. All I did with Christina was did a reaction video, did some reaction videos, and criticized her content, which I'm allowed to do within my First Amendment rights as long as I'm doing it within what the rights allow me to do. I'm going to go and walk around this way because there's a big party over there. All right, you know what? You guys are gone. Get out of here. You're not going to sit there and play me and say I'm fucking sensitive when I'm not. I don't want you losers here running your mouth because you have a need for drama. Keep me out of your drama. Who's next? Because I'll get rid of everyone that is wasting my fucking time. I'm here to help people that want to be helped. He had his chance and couldn't keep it real. Eli's not going for the malarkey. Yeah, outspoken. You saw that. Hey, AZ Prod, you tell me, was that the right move to do? You've been around for a while. And AZ Prod, I will respect your opinion over most others out here because you've been out here for a while and you've kept it real. You tell me, did they both deserve to get removed? You know, Thunder, listen, AZ Prod, ban every one of Thunder's soccer accounts every time they come in, okay? Thunder, you're about to become a block word here. So that way you're automatically banned from talking on any account, any variation of Thunder. Avoiding drama is always a good thing. So are you saying I made the right choice, AZ Prod? I'm asking you straight up, brother. How you doing, by the way? They're calling me sensitive. They're the sensitive pansies or patsies. Oh, they're pansies, actually. Let's not get those two words confused. Aggressive Eli is my favorite Eli. I'm not trying to be aggressive, but sometimes you got to be aggressive to call these people out from their BS. Accounts coming in trying to derail get blocked in most channels. You give them more than enough time. Of course I do. Of course. So let's talk about this. We now understand what is not protected by the First Amendment. Hate speech is not protected. Vile threats are not protected. And these people that have been coming at me think that if you feel they're harassing you and you threaten to sue them if they don't stop, right? They think that's an actual vile legal threat. No, that's a promise to protect yourself. And any judge in a court of law would understand why you would say that. You're trying to get people to stop harassing you. So you're saying, hey, look, if you don't stop, I'm going to get an RO on you, or I'm going to sue you for defamation or whatever, right? That's not a vile threat or anything like that. That's just a promise saying, hey, look, leave me alone. You're violating my rights. If you continue to violate my rights, this is what I'm going to do. But I want to give you fair warning to see if you'll stop so we can both move on like grown-ass mature adults, right? All right, Carlotta, you're not really supporting Don. AZ Prod, every one of those people that come in that are clearly trolling, just ban them. If you make a mistake, I'll let you know, but I think you know what to do. You got that, AZ Prod? Please ban them. Get rid of them. They all loaded up their stock accounts for my next show. Pathetic, grown-ass losers on the internet. That's what you are. That's not defaming you. You're behaving that way. So I'm not saying anything that isn't true. And I don't even know who you folks are because you don't use your real name. So it's like I'm talking to the wind for all I care, right? Thank you, AC Prod. You want to come in, give me a view and a monetized playback, we're good, right? So we all know what's not protected by the First Amendment. Criticism is protected. If you are a public figure, online or offline, you are subject to criticism. And if you don't like criticism, then don't be a public figure. You weren't cut out for it. The funny thing is, a lot of people that I criticize, they criticize other people in a far worse way than I criticize them. And then they say that, oh, I'm attacking them or I'm being disrespectful or whatever. No, I'm criticizing your content. I have the legal First Amendment right to do so, just like you have that same right with me. What you don't have the right to do and what I don't have the right to do is to attack you and make threats You can't make threats of harm. And you can't attack a protected class. That's hate speech. But besides that, pretty much, you can share your thoughts. If someone comes out here and talks about their marriage, Sarah, I'm not talking about Jamie's case. I'm talking about reactions, and that might include his reactions on things not involved in the case. And so as long as he keeps talking about me, Sarah, I'm going to talk about whatever. You understand that? As long as you guys keep using me for content, I'm going to defend myself in a respectful way. But let me ask you this, Sarah, again. You're coming here trying to argue points for a third party. Well, I'm not necessarily talking about him every day. It's a whole community, Sarah, that's been attacking me on YouTube for years, and I'm standing up for myself, and I'm taking back what was mine initially. And honestly, Sarah, you're one of the few people that aren't blocked here because I respect your work and I respect what you do. And I also understand why you do what you do, even for Jamie's side. And I wholeheartedly mean that. I know you weren't sent here by any third party, but you always defend on a third party basis. I haven't come at you at all. Like, you come out here and defend everyone else, and I never say anything negative about you. It's been a long time since anything like that happened, many years. And I apologize to you back then, and I've always respected you since that point. This is the thing that I have a problem with on YouTube is like, it's like people have third-party advocates defending them like unprovoked. And I know he's not provoking you. I'm just saying like if I was coming at you or talking about you, I could understand that. But why are people coming to my chat or going to other chats and saying, hey, don't talk about this person, don't talk about them? I don't get that. I just don't understand that. And the only reason why I'm talking about them at all is because they keep talking about me. No, that's okay, Sarah. Sarah, listen, Sarah. Look, I know you very well. You know me very well. I know Jamie and all of you very well. I get it. Right? All I'm saying is that, look, it's not fair for your side of things to keep coming at me. And then when I defend myself in the same ways you folks have come at me, then I get shit for it. That doesn't work that way. They're coming here and they are telling you that because you keep talking about them every day and it's the same thing over and over. No, I'm not here to even talk about that today. I'm here to talk about other people responding to me now. Not even him. I'm going to talk about your buddy JT in a bit. You want to stick around for that? You're more than welcome to stay and share your thoughts. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm being sincere with you, Sarah. I'm being sincere with Jamie. I was going to say, look, I saw Jamie's posting. And he's posting stupid stuff about even, we wouldn't care if he unalived himself. Of course we would care. So why don't you answer this question on his behalf, Sarah? Answer this question. Do you think that he has an issue truly accepting the fact that even someone like myself cares about his well-being? And do you think that him ranting and raging saying, no, you guys don't really care about me. You wouldn't care if I unalived myself, right? We have to use the word unalive on YouTube, right? Because we got to be careful. I get that, right? Of course I care about his well-being. And whether he's being sincere or not, I hope that posting was sincere. And if it was sincere, then we got a serious problem we need to help him with if he's in a situation where he's considered unaliving himself. We need to help the guy. And if he's playing a game on that, then that's pretty serious as well. That's stupid. So which one is it? I can't answer on his behalf, Eli. You have to ask him these things directly. You know him very well, Sarah. You care about his well-being, and so do I. Despite what he's done to myself or many others, forget about that. The guy posted and said, you guys wouldn't care. He's been posting a lot about unaliving himself lately. First of all, I don't think he would ever do that, and I don't think he's suicidal. I think, listen, I think he's using that for attention and content, but I could be wrong. And that's why I'm asking and saying, look, if he's seriously feeling that way about himself, we need to help him. We need to help him. And as much as he thinks I don't give a damn about him, I do care about people. I do care about this. Either he's being sincere and he needs help, or he's using it for content, and that's stupid. The clip you are hearing was from a long time ago, I believe. I'm not talking about a clip. I'm talking about a posting he made on his General Legion channel earlier today. I believe it's his latest posting. I'm not talking about a clip that's ancient. I know there are people putting out clips about him. That stuff is old. I don't watch that stuff. I don't care about that stuff, and neither do you. What I care about is what's happening right now. If he's in serious need of help, if he's in that condition seriously, we need to help him. There's an honest question, Larry. Drama Unleashed. You say you can't answer on his behalf while requesting Eli to stop talking about him on his behalf. Well, she's not doing that on. Well, maybe she is doing it on his behalf, but he didn't ask her to do that. That's a fair question, Larry. That's a very fair question. Larry, I can request something on my own behalf about somebody else. That is possible. Sure, you can. What I'm saying, Sarah, if he is in a position where he's seriously considering ending himself, we need to get him the help. And you know him better than all of us, and you would know. You see everything, and if there was something serious about that, you would have already handled it. So it leads me to believe that this could be a ploy for content. Which it's just I don't want to think that's what it is, and that's why you, as the partner there, you've helped him out. We're coming to you saying, is this real or not? And if it's real, how can we help? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I sincerely want to help anyone that's in that position. No one deserves to feel that way and go through that. But we need some honesty here. We need to know if it's fake instigated drama or if this is real. And if there's no answer on that, I don't know what to think. Okay, so his posting was fake instigated drama then. So basically, him saying that we wouldn't care if he ended himself was just a ploy for attention then. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Sarah. I appreciate it. I can sleep more peacefully tonight knowing that. So that's that. JT, professional eyebrow glazer, whatever the hell your channel's called now. What a strange name for a channel, JT. A strange name for a strange guy. No disrespect, JT. I don't hate you or anyone. It's just that, man, my experiences with you have been rather strange, bro. Jenny Sandler, how you doing? Hi, Eli. I just wanted to congratulate you on 700 episodes. I know it's not the topic, but I just wanted to say great job. I hope you guys are doing something special later. Yeah, Dawn and I are going to have a nice dinner, early dinner tonight, and we're going to snuggle up on the couch and watch some Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or Peacock or Max or whatever. Paramount Plus, whatever. And we're turning this off. You know? That is fabulous. Well, thank you, Jenny. Hope you and your husband and your kids are doing well. That's what's going on. And I've got a surprise for you folks I'll mention in a little bit. Yeah, I've got a surprise for you folks that you've been waiting for quite a long time. I might as well share it right now, so I'll share it again at the end as well. So Donna and I are going to be going live from the studio tomorrow. She's doing a lot better. She came to me and said she wanted to do a show, but this show is going to be members only. And you will need to have at least a $4.99 channel membership to access this show. Even if you're a moderator, you need a $4.99 channel membership. Mods get members only live chats for free with their mod wrench, but to watch the members only live streams, you need at least a $4.99 channel membership. So get your memberships for tomorrow's show. It's going to happen probably tomorrow. Tomorrow in the early evening. It's probably going to be around 7 or 8 p.m. Pacific, which is 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry for you folks that are on the East Coast or a different country, but that's when we can do it. Great news. I can't wait to say hello in person, of course. Yes, we are going to kick back as well. No kids weekend. Well, fantastic. So your folks are taking care of the kids, or his folks are? Grandma and Grandpa have the kids, right? So you and the husband have a free weekend. That's wonderful. Good for you. Good for you, Jenny. I got to say, Jenny, I have a lot of respect for you and your husband. I really like how honest and real you are. I really like how you can make mistakes and then you can just, admit them and learn from them and move on and just be cool about it, That's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Well, so far no rain. We're still good. It's supposed to come down hard within the 3 o'clock hour Pacific, and I think we're there now. We're past 3 o'clock. It's 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, I believe. Anyway, we're going to keep on going. Yeah, you're welcome, Jenny. You're very welcome. So, before we get to JT, I wanted to mention Tammy for a few minutes. I'm sure Tammy maybe she's either here now or she'll find out about this. So I want to say a few things here respectfully to you, Tammy, because you did comment on my channel earlier and it was held for a review. It was a long message. And I did respond to you, but then I deleted the thread because it was involving Twiggy22. And he was the process server regarding our case, right? That's been now settled, obviously. And I did respond to you, and then I deleted it. So in your email, you should have a response on the account associated with that YouTube channel that you are using right now. I want to say this. I understand that you're a big advocate for women when it comes to domestic violence and abuse. Okay? I understand that you're very protective over women's rights, especially abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, any type of abuse. And I madly respect that. I completely respect that. And I think that's where the issue stems from, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, Tammy. That's where I think you feel we have a huge difference of opinion regarding stuff, or we're far apart in our content. I think we're a lot more on the same page than you think we are. Because I don't condone domestic violence. I don't condone abuse or anything like that. But sometimes I give an objective view And I put myself in people's positions to try to figure out why would someone ever do something like that. My whole thing regarding Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito was I was trying to figure out what drove the guy to do that. It was wrong what he did. No doubt about it. But I'm putting myself in his shoes and trying to figure out what drove him to do that. Again, doesn't make it right. I don't agree with what he did, but I understand why the situation happened, right? And what I'm saying is that we can help both men and women prevent these situations by learning to identify when some of these people are not in the best mental or emotional state, and to not put yourself in a position with them to where they can do that kind of harm to you, right? If we can be more proactive on prevention, Tammy, then we can prevent these things from happening. So I get where you're coming from, and I respect your views on that. Tammy, I also, let me wait a second because this is the bad reception spot. Jules said, I wanted to hear you got your research on Gabby. It's not tonight, Sarah. It's tomorrow. And there are no rebroadcasts allowed of the members-only live streams. If you folks do them on a different platform, I can't control that. But any known rebroadcast publicly on YouTube is not allowed. I wanted to hear, yeah. Again, Don and I are going live tomorrow night, not tonight. We don't know what happened between them both when she was murdered. Yes, but what we do know is that Gabby was more focused on her social media career and not her marriage, or not her engagement or her relationship. You got to learn to balance that out. You got to learn how to balance your work and your personal life, like I do with Dawn. I come do my shows, I go home to Dawn, we spend time together, we have dinner together, we do our things. I do this in between, then I turn it off. Right? Now, sometimes I may be on the couch and responding to a few comments while she's responding to a few text messages. That's not a problem. But we're spending time together. And we love each other and we respect each other and we don't belittle each other. Okay? Listen, I don't condone what happened. I stand tall on my assessment of it. And I don't want to make this whole show about that again. But what I'm saying here is, what I'm saying to Tammy is that I agree with how you feel about domestic violence. And I also feel the same goes for men, Tammy. So I honestly feel you're a huge advocate for women, and I respect that. I'm a huge advocate for both men and women. I respect both men and women that deserve respect, and men and women that don't deserve respect won't get my respect. And I also feel that, abuse happens to both men and women. Women can be just as abusive as men, if not worse at times. So women are not exempt from this, Tammy. They're not. But, hey, both men and women make mistakes. But again, I respect your wishes, and I understand where you're coming from. And I commend you for that. Wholeheartedly, seriously, right? And in that response that you made, that is not available, I'm talking about it. I deleted it because I didn't want people to criticize you or Twiggy22 that was a part of that thread. Yeah, no worries, Sarah. You can watch, no problem. It doesn't matter. Honestly, I don't even care if people go on a different platform. If you guys want to do some stuff like rebroadcast that, do it on a different platform, do it unlisted. I can't control what I don't know, but I can't control what I see publicly available. And that's all I'm concerned about. But I appreciate that. You want to watch, you can watch and comment, no problem. Say hi to Dawn, no worries. Men are more prone to not reporting it. Yes, however, a high percentage of women don't either. That's true. That is true. You're right about that. But let me make something very clear here, okay? What Tammy, you also said in that message, right? Is that you don't like how I treated Real Talk Christina, right? And I'm really sorry that you didn't like how I responded to her or how I criticized her as a public figure putting out her story publicly on a public platform, right? I think even Sarah can agree that, Sarah, you as a public figure, myself as a public figure, Jamie's a public figure, we are all susceptible to the court of public opinion. We are all subject to criticism, right? And our criticism is protected under the First Amendment rights here in the U.S., with the exception of hate speech and a few other things like threats and stuff like that, right? And violence and all that, right? Okay? Is it fair to say that criticism is protected under free speech, First Amendment? Right? So that's all I did, Tammy. I'm sorry that you didn't like my criticism. Oh, sorry. That thing is a bump there. I didn't see it because I'm looking at my camera. Sorry. I'm going to go around this way again. So far, we're good. No rain. Hope it can last for one more lap. Here's the thing, Tammy. I don't hate Christina. I don't hate anybody. I have no hatred for anyone. But if someone's going to put out their story on the internet, I have the right to criticize it and do commentary and share my opinions. And that's all I did. And sometimes people are not going to like my opinions. And then you can share your opinions like you did. Right? And I respect your opinion and your opinions. I respect everything you wrote in that statement to me. Or in that comment to me. Again, I deleted it because it was under a thread that Twiggy22 wrote regarding some other things, and I didn't want either one of you to get chastised for it, especially by my people here. That's the only reason why I deleted it, but I'm talking about it here, and I'm being honest about it, and I'm being respectful about it, and I'm respecting your commentary, right? My bad, I'll be there tomorrow. Okay, no problem. See you then. Unknown, how you doing? Yeah, we don't know exactly what happened between them, but what we do know is that she was unhappy, and we also know that, she prioritized her social media at the expense of her relationship. That's a fact. Anyway, we've buried that one into the ground. It's a done deal. Okay? They're both in a better place now. And God rest their souls. It's a lesson learned for other people to be more careful when you select your partners. And if you're sensing that somebody you're with, has some serious emotional or mental issues, then maybe you shouldn't, go on a long journey with them across the country. I mean, that's something you got to figure out before you start doing those things, right? Jenny Sandler, when I was 21, a boyfriend pushed me into a dresser. I hit him in the nose with a curling iron. Domestic violence is serious. Yes, be more careful. Stay safe. I'm very passionate about DV. So am I. Listen, Jules, here's the thing. What a lot of you ladies don't understand about me is I am totally supportive of what you ladies believe in regarding DV, domestic violence. Okay? I'm all for supporting the cause of protecting not only women from domestic violence, but also men. Okay? We can't forget about men. This is an issue that works both ways. Yes, more women are outspoken about it than men, because for men, if a woman slaps a man, we just kind of say, okay, fuck it, they're having a bad day. But if we slap her, we go to jail, right? And it's DV, right? The truth of the matter is it's DV both ways. It's domestic violence both ways. But the way men handle things is that we're like, shit, we probably deserved getting smacked. So we're like, shit, forget about it, right? But again, I'm on the exact same page with you, Tammy, with you, Jules, with you, Sarah, with all of you ladies. When it comes to DV, I'm on the exact same page regarding that. So when I'm criticizing another YouTuber that happens to be female, listen, I will criticize a female YouTuber's relationship in the same way I will criticize a male YouTuber's relationship. If people put their stuff out here publicly and share things, I'm going to respond to it if I feel it's worth my time. It is within my rights to do so under the First Amendment of the Constitution. And as a public figure, you are subject to criticism. And again, if you don't like being criticized, then don't be on YouTube. Don't be on the internet. Right? That's the truth of the matter. That's all it boils down to. I say this respectfully. I don't know how much. Jenny Sandler, let me ask you this. Do you have a problem with me criticizing a female YouTuber that is coming out here and sharing things about her relationship and basically trying to figure out what's going on? Why would someone come out here on YouTube and share everything about their relationship if they weren't seeking attention or weren't trying to figure out what to do, right? If you don't want people talking about it, then don't share that information. I mean, someone correct me if I'm wrong, because that's how it's always been. With other people that have come at me, they come at me, and I tried to initially say years ago, stop talking about me, but hey, they're like, no, it's freedom of speech. You're a public figure. Okay. So I agree. You're right about that. I learned my way about that. So why can't I criticize someone in the same fashion as you are? My theory is simple. If I want advice, I take what I need and leave what I don't. Well, my question was, Jenny, as a YouTuber, like I am, do you think it's well within my rights to criticize another YouTuber as long as I'm not attacking them or harming them, defaming their character or anything like that? I never ever say anything that's defamatory. And anything that I'm not 100% sure on, I say it could be this, it could be that. My opinion is this, right? A lot of times you got to listen to what people say. There's a difference between stating opinions and stating facts. Additionally, I want to make one more thing clear, respectfully, Tammy, is that I'm not out here giving medical advice. I'm not out here, I'm not out here diagnosing people. And me, if I see someone go haywire on YouTube, if I were to say, man, that person, seems to have some mental or emotional issues, that's me stating an opinion. I'm not diagnosing them. But people are not allowed to have their opinions about people that flip their lid. I flipped my lid a few times in the past, and people were saying, "Oh, you're mentally and emotionally unstable." Maybe during those times, I had some unstable moments or some instabilities, or unstable moments or instability. Sorry for pardon my grammar. All I'm going to say is this: I respect your opinions, Tammy. I respect even your opinions, Twiggy. I may disagree with you folks, but I disagree respectfully. And that's all. It's not going to make me think any different of you or any less of you. And the truth of the matter is, so many people have come at me. And one more thing, Tammy and Twiggy, but Tammy. And then I have an update for you, okay? So many people that you and I mutually know out here on YouTube have come at me for years. And some of those people you're close to, and I understand that. I respect that. I'm still entitled to my opinions. And here's the thing. If you haven't noticed, I haven't said anything about you because I still think at the end of the day, you were more of a victim in this whole situation. And I've had your back on it. Even after getting that really long 4 or 5 paragraph comment from you. And I get it. It's fine. Right? But it's my opinion. Right? I'm more so taking your side. And you're even fighting me from taking your side. I don't understand that. I'm taking your side. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm cool with it. It's said and done. Not a big deal. Okay? I hope you're doing well. I actually went over to Rumble and I heard your stream today you did yesterday. And congratulations on whatever your new job is. Smart thing to not put it out here. I haven't put out anything I've done since the DoorDash Uber thing because, yeah, you don't want these people coming and ruining it, right? One more lap. We're still good. I feel the sprinkle starting to come. I'm going to try to make it one more lap. But congratulations on that. You've been focused on doing some other things. You got to step back from your version of the GNA for a while to take care of other things. I respect that. I've had to do that too. So here's the thing, Tammy. So these people understand. I had to work DoorDash and Uber for a little while. Eli didn't ask for protection from. I don't understand. FPSI? Who's that? Hang on, Jules. I'll get back to you. Your followers, nor do I need it. You're erasing my comments, says more about you. Okay, get out of here, dude. Stop trolling, dude. Get out of here. I'm done. I'm done because you're trolling. If you're going to come back after you get removed, then you're trolling. And no, you're not removed, Tammy. You're welcome to chat here anytime. Some of the people that support you that I've mutually known for a while may not be, allowed to chat here. You are. Because I think you're a much different person than they are. Regardless of, some things we may disagree on. It's absolutely pathetic, man. You get banned and then you want to come back. Like, dude, I want nothing to do with you. Jules says, the only problem I had with that scenario, Eli, was that you spoke on her husband when you dislike people doing the same to you and Don. That was my constructive criticism. Let me explain that, Jules, very clearly. I don't have a problem about people talking about Don or our relationship, okay? I don't have a problem with that as long as they do it respectfully and maturely. They can share their opinions, but when they're criticizing her physical attributes and stuff like that, okay? Now, the only thing I said about Christina is there's a possibility that maybe your husband, fell out of love with you because you gained some weight. I'm not saying that to be critical or to attack her. I'm saying, look, that happens. Sometimes women lose attraction for men that gain weight. So I wasn't saying that to belittle her or anyone. I was saying that as, hey, focus on bettering yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and try to repair your marriage. And if it doesn't work out, you'll be ready for the next man that comes around, right? But see, what happened to Dawn, especially with that Coach J guy, okay, it was uncalled for. What Coach J did to Dawn and myself, sharing private voice messages and all that, all the memes that were created on Dawn about her physical attributes and all that, that was immature. That was just way below the belt. That had nothing to do with our relationship, right? All I talked about regarding Christina and her husband was their marriage. That's it. I stuck to the topic. I wasn't attacking anything about them physically or anything like that. What I mentioned was that when people gain weight, a lot of times the other side loses physical attraction. That's said respectfully. So how was that wrong? Right? The truth of the matter is people can't handle the truth. And the truth of the matter is, Jules, that's going to help her when she finally realizes what's causing the issues. She's going to look back and say, wow, okay, he really was trying to help me. I truly am. I'm not trying to criticize you, or, well, it was criticism, but I'm not trying to harm you or anything. I'm trying to help you get what you want. That's what I do. And until you can own up to what the issue is, it's not going to change. I've noticed a lot of creators have started to diagnose with narcissism recently. Well, are you saying that they've been diagnosed by an actual doctor, or are they trying to diagnose others? Because I don't do that. I want to make it very clear. I don't diagnose anyone. I share my opinions based on how people behave and react. If you're acting erratically, and if you're coming out here on YouTube and making community postings saying that, you're considering offing yourself or something like that, how can not anyone think that there's something emotionally or mentally wrong with that person? It doesn't take a doctor to state a pretty fair opinion about someone that's behaving in that way. That's not diagnosing anyone. No, they diagnose others, not you. A lot of creators on YouTube. Are they actually doctors making a diagnosis, or are they creators that are sharing their opinions about these people's behaviors based on how they're acting? There's a difference there. You got to understand. A diagnosis is only considered a diagnosis when a doctor says, this is my diagnosis of you. I've never once said, hey, this is my diagnosis of you. I've never said that. I've always stated my opinions based on how people are reacting and behaving and the things they're doing. No, they are just calling people they dislike narcissists. But that's not a diagnosis, Jules. Jules, that's an opinion. Do you understand? A lot of you folks out here, this is the thing. I'm not saying you're like this, but a lot of people out here that don't like certain creators, when they say certain things, they like to state that your opinions our attempted diagnosis. And that's not the case. I'm making that very clear here today. I'm not diagnosing anyone. I'm sharing my opinions based on my past experiences and based on these people's behaviors in the moment, right? So far, the weather's been cooperative. Hey, GLM, how are you doing? Well, GLM, that's not a really nice thing to say about lichen, but just like I told you and Sarah yesterday, Sarah said something that wasn't nice about Scotty, so, I'll acknowledge it, but I'll say that's your First Amendment right. It is your First Amendment right. I think you're joking about that. That's not cool, GLM. It's not. It's funny. Man, here's the thing. If you're still around, Sarah, how many times has Jamie called me the R word? You can't even say the R word anymore. The R word is a forbidden word now. The proper way to say it is mentally challenged. So Jamie, many times in the past, has called me the R word, which now is referred to as mentally challenged. So obviously Jamie thinks I'm mentally challenged. And I sit there and laugh at it, right? And I can take a joke, right? I don't consider that a diagnosis. I consider that somebody just, just having a little fun, or just kind of saying, hey, your behavior is a little off today. Like a lot of you folks out here on YouTube, you like to take things way out of context. It's like you want to get the creator in trouble or get them shut down, or I just don't understand, right? I'm not here to diagnose anyone. I'm not here to harm anyone. I'm here to share my thoughts and opinions and do some reaction videos with criticism to other YouTubers that are public figures that are susceptible to criticism and commentary, protected by my First Amendment rights. So I don't see where the problem is. I don't see where the problem is at. Of course I'm joking, LOL. I know you are. I know you are. And I know Sarah was joking too. I know, here's the thing. Sarah, I know you don't like Scotty. I'm not really fond of Scotty either. But I don't hate her. I don't hate anyone. I don't. I'm not fond of what she does. I do think she's the female Jamie. Okay? That's my opinion. I stated that yesterday. So I'm stating an opinion. That's all. Right? I'm not belittling them. I'm not attacking them. I'm not threatening them. I'm not using hate speech on them. All I'm saying is that her behavior is similar to Jamie's. That's an opinion. Like, I don't understand why my opinions cannot be accepted as opinions. Am I like a special case or something? Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. Oh, my phone is charged at 100%. Everything's working perfectly today. Audio, the battery, the external battery is charging my iPhone. Perfect. This is beautiful. What a beautiful day. And the weather is being compliant. Right? We just need another 10 to 15 minutes of no rain, and then we're good. AZ Prod, the hypocrisy is unreal. Yeah, I mean, AZ Prod, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen any other community on YouTube with more hypocrisy than the community that stems from, Jamie and some of these other creators? But I mentioned Jamie because he's the popular one. Jamie's the most popular one in this group. He is. Right? Now, oh yeah, the update, Tammy, is that I have not heard from YouTube yet. And I don't know if I'm going to hear from them. I don't even know if I should follow up with them. I may end up following up with them one more time on Monday or so. But if the channel is not back by the 18th, which is, 1 month, a 30-day period, even though the judge gave 45, that I will send you the first payment of $250, regardless of what other people are saying. So I'll reach out to you. And if you have a PayPal, that'd be the best way to send it. I can also send it via Cash App or Venmo. So, whatever works for you. I don't promote my Venmo, but I do have Venmo. So that is that. I'm a man of my word. I've kept my word. And that is that, And again, just so you know, Tammy, I understand you think we have a far apart difference of how we see things. And I respect your opinion on that, but I think that, things are a lot more in alignment than you think they are. Like, I do respect your stance on domestic violence and abuse and all that. I don't condone all of that. But I like to psychologically analyze things as my opinions, right? I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I can still psychologically analyze things as my opinions. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to diagnose anyone or anything. I truly am not. I state opinions. And if I see people reacting and behaving in certain ways, if somebody's going crazy and I say, wow, they're having an emotional tantrum or an emotional moment, I'm not diagnosing anyone. I'm just stating exactly what's happening. And that's not even slander or anything, because here's the thing. In order for people to prove slander and defamation, there has to be lots of evidence of where what was said was for no reason. If somebody is flipping their lid on YouTube and you say they're having an emotional tantrum or they're emotionally unstable, I mean, the video proves itself, right? I enjoyed Tammy being here. So did I. She is doing good work, raising money. I am glad things are cool. Yeah. Things are cool. Like I respect Tammy's wishes. I have no problems with Tammy. Ever since we settled the case, I've really gotten to know who she really is. But she got really triggered at some of the things I've done. And all I'm saying is that I'm a YouTuber and I'm just doing criticism reaction videos in the same ways that she's done them in the past and others that she's been associated with have done them in the past. And all I'm saying is that, why is it that I can't do what these other people have done without getting overly criticized, unlike them, right? Like, other people have done the same things I do with their criticism, and it's cool for them to do it, but when I do it, I get scrutinized by everyone, right? In that one group, that is. It's the one group, right? And I'm going to come out and say this, respectfully, to you, Tammy, and to you, Sarah. You two women in that entire group of people you're involved with are two of the few people I respect as intelligent people that are smarter and better than this drama. Yes, you have friends there, and yes, you've been a part of that stuff. But I know both Sarah and Tammy are professional people in real life. I can't say the same for the others, right? And that's why it's hard for me to sometimes talk with you, Sarah or Tammy, because it's like you two are leaps and bounds above all this drama bullshit with the people that you're involved with, but you're involved with them. And you've emotionally bonded with these people. And you know what these people have done to me and others to affect us on this platform. So you understand how hard it makes it, okay? But again, I get where you ladies are coming from, and I have respect for the both of you. And that's the truth. Sarah, that's the truth. I don't care if you think I'm BSing you, Sarah, I'm not. That's the honest to God truth. You know I'm one that doesn't waste time on stuff. You know I've always thought that way about you, and you're so much smarter than all this. And I know you got things going on behind the scenes, and so do you, Tammy. I know both you and Sarah have reputable, legitimate employment opportunities that you are working on behind the scenes, right? And I commend you both for that. But most people don't even know about those things, right? Because the people involved in the groups you're involved with just want crazy drama. They just want the shit show. And I'm tired of the shit show. And if I'm going to call out the shit show and say I'm tired of it and start standing up for myself, there should be nothing wrong with that. I could probably tell you right now with 90% certainty that James is rebroadcasting me because he's got nothing else going on right now. I really wish that he would move on. I really wish he would move on and stop doing it. Right? I really wish he would stop doing it, but he won't. He won't because he wants to feed that audience, right? He wants to keep poking the bear. And that, Sarah, the only reason why I keep talking about it is because Jamie keeps poking the bear. Every time he rebroadcasts me, or anyone from your side rebroadcasts me, all you folks are doing is poking the bear. And see, this is the thing. Like, that's harassment. Poking the bear constantly is harassment. Rebroadcasting someone once a month, or every few months, or talking about someone a few times every now and then is fine. But when you do it all day, every day, or every other day, consistently, that's harassment. It's poking the bear, right? That's all I'm saying. I don't want to really talk about it anymore, but that's what it is. I think you do a great job separating Eli, no joke. Well, what do you mean, Jenny? Be more specific, because I don't want to take you out of context, and I don't want to get it wrong. Can you be a little more specific? I'd appreciate that. I really value your opinions, Jenny. I do. I take your opinions to heart because you've been around for a while, and you've been a very reasonable person. Yes, you have your moments, so do I, so does Dawn, we all do, but at least, you've been open to the type of content I put out, and I appreciate that. God bless you and your family. You've experienced a lot, Jenny, and that's made you a better person. You've come out here, and even you haven't been afraid to share things like I've thrown irons at guys and I've done all this and that, right? I respect you for being able to just come out and let it all go, where most other people would keep that to themselves, right? But I respect the fact that you own your shit. There's nothing more respectful than that, right? And to your man, there's nothing more attractive to him than you owning your shit. Like, when Dawn owns her shit, that's what turns me on the most about her. When I own my shit, she's turned on more. It's because we're being most real with each other, right? You're separate individuals. You separate individuals from the people they hang around. For example, if my girlfriend talks to someone I can't stand, I get upset with her. You don't do that. Much more mature. I think you've gotten a lot better at it. And I think you're more than capable of doing it. Jenny, I wouldn't sell yourself short. And the fact that you're open to personal development content and you come here regularly really tells me that, hey, you really want to, you're not a bad person, you're a good person, but you want to become an even better person. And that's what it's all about. It's becoming a little better each and every day. And you know what? The same goes for me. I'm not exempt to all that. I make mistakes. Yeah, I have a lot more experience than many people, but I'm not perfect, and I learn each and every day, and I get a little better each and every day. And that's all. But yeah, I appreciate that. Now, JT, let's talk about you for a second. Because I mentioned you a little bit ago, professional eyebrow glazer, or whatever the hell that, Jesus, man, you... why not just call your channel JT, dude? Or I don't know where the hell you got that name from. I'm sorry, Superhuman. Well, Superhuman, just buried himself. He can email me if he wants and explain to me why I should bring him back, and maybe I'll reconsider. Yeah, JT, you did a little reaction video to a community posting I made regarding a comment that Coach J made on MJ's video, right? Oh, MJ, I've got a thing to say about you too, MJ. I'm not afraid to respond to you. You're a YouTuber. I'm going to give you my criticism like you give me yours, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's supposed to be coming down now, but man, this is good. I mean, I can't believe I got to walk in before the rain comes. I'm really happy about this. What is this? The Miracle League of San Francisco Peninsula. Adaptive baseball for youth and adults. Oh, that's awesome. Everything now is a QR code. Yeah. Once this park is totally redone, it's going to be like the most fucking awesome park around, especially with that Olympic-sized swimming pool in the stands up there that they're building. This is going to be amazing. But yeah, JT, yeah, so, and I think you were, for some reason, JT, you thought I was talking about getting ROs on people and getting an RO on Jamie. I don't know, let me be careful with my verbiage here, JT. I don't know if you're taking some kind of medication, JT, or if something is influencing your ability to comprehend properly. Let's put it that way. But you got that one all wrong. All I said was that, when Coach J was saying, I didn't like the person I was becoming. I didn't like the person I was becoming. So I stopped going as hard on Eli. And all I did was respond and say, nope. The truth of the matter is you didn't want an RO on you for the situation. And here's the thing, Tammy, you got to separate this because I've known Coach J much longer than you, and he's come at me for many years. So unfortunately, this is between him and I. It has nothing to do with you. And if part of my opinion is that, initially he was involved in that situation, okay, then that's it. But I let it go. All I'm saying is that I'm not buying his reason of wanting to stop coming at me because he feels, like he wants to be a better person, or he feels like it's not who he really is. It's ironic that at the point where he kind of stopped doing all this, right? So you didn't want an RO, or you didn't want a civil case on you. That's all. I'm not going to file a civil case on him. I'm not going to get an RO on him. I had the option to do so. But the whole thing got settled by you and I, Tammy, maturely, right? All I said was, I'm not buying what he's putting out there. He's covering up why he really did it. Okay? And if Coach J is truly, truly sorry for what he did to myself and Don for many years, all those memes, putting out all those recordings and all that, if he's truly sorry about that, then he could put out a video and say it with his voice and sound sincere and never backtrack again, because the last time Coach J did it, the last time he apologized and he stopped coming at me as hard, that's when I let him back in, right when I started dating Dawn. And then he got his wife Anna back then to get close to Dawn, and they were exchanging messages through Facebook Messenger, and he was having her feed him those messages, and he put them out there publicly. So yeah, I'm not buying it. Sorry. So JT, you got that wrong. If you're going to criticize someone on the internet, JT, you got to get your facts straight. You got to do your homework, and you got to use your brain. Reading Rainbow. Eli, you ever heard of the Harlem Shake? No, what is that? Is that you, Tammy? Or, I mean, your main account is not banned here. He did an apology stream earlier. Well, I'm not going to be like Jamie and say I'm not buying it if he did it. I'll listen to it, and I'll be able to tell by the tone of his voice how sincere he is. If he's truly sorry, I mean, I already forgave him. I even put it in the posting. I've forgiven everyone, right? But I don't want to associate with him or certain other people ever again from that group. It's just not a productive use of my time. And I don't want to be around people like that, right? I want to be around positive, like-minded people. And yeah, in those cases with those people, we are a bit too far apart. He even said, thank you for the condolences. Okay, great. A dance from Harlem. I got a $100 for you if you do the Harlem Shake. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sell out for money. You want to send me a hundo? Send me a hundo. Just for liking my content or hearing my voice. But I'm not going to sell out for you to donate. You got to understand, it's not about the money for me. It's about the principle. And yes, I do want and need to make more money, but I'll make it when the time is right. If anyone wants to donate before we go off the air, or if you want to get your $4.99 membership, Don and I will be going live, members only, right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams tomorrow night. It's going to be probably around 10 or 11 Eastern, 7 or 8 Pacific. And the weather was compliant today. Like, wow, this is good. I got to walk in. I'm really pleased. I'm not going to do a dance. Because first of all, you know, if you want me to do a dance, you should pay me money first and then say, hey, Eli, dance. I just sent you $100. I'd like to see you do a dance. You're trying to get me to dance and say, oh, I'm going to send you $100. Then you won't. But I don't want your money if it's going to be on those, you know, pretenses. And you know what? You're probably thunder. JT's fantastic about. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I don't talk a lot about LGBTQ. All I say is that look, let people be who they want to be, and they're all a protected class now, anyways. But even if they weren't, let people be who they want to be. As long as you don't force me to be like that, that's all good. I'll respect and support you. Um, because I got a woman and I love women. I love the P. I'm sorry, you know what the P is, right? And I'm not talking about penis. I'm talking about the other P, the poussoir. If you became a member, you can see him laid back and chilling. It's a great time. Yeah. Hi, all. Running late. I'll catch up. Hey, Donna, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. About to go off the air. So, yeah, tomorrow night, Donna and I will be going live members only right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. I'll probably do a Walking with Purpose stream um, in the late morning or early afternoon. And then I'll go back home, have some dinner with Dawn, and then we'll get on the members only stream. I'm going to probably schedule the stream for 11 Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. We might start a little bit early. We might start a little bit after that. It just all depends on how the day goes. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to be honest with you. There's still a lot going on for Dawn and I. And Saturday nights, I prepare her medication for the next week. There's a lot to do tonight, even when I get back home. So, and we have the two dogs, and we have to set things up and deal with the dogs too. So that's why sometimes we run a few minutes late. But tentatively, and it will happen tomorrow, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, 8 p.m. Pacific. Seriously, there's a whole different side to Eli, so become a member. Looking forward to catching the replay. Jay, I don't mind it being. JT being LGBT, I just don't like being harassed by those folks. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Nightbot just shared the membership link, but you'll need to purchase more than the $2.99 members only live chat to access the members only live streams. You need to purchase the $4.99 membership. If you want to donate more, you can purchase the $9.99 or $19.99 or higher. They'll all get you the same thing. It's just how much you want to donate, but you at least need the $4.99 channel membership to access tomorrow night's show. And what I'd like for you folks to do is, once this stream is done here, go below in the description in the comments section and let me know what topic would you like Don and I to discuss tomorrow. I'll also make a community posting regarding that later. And I'll talk more about the topic and set up the show tomorrow at the same time I set up the walk, and we'll promote the night show with Don and I, members only, on the walk tomorrow. Any final thoughts? We are leaving 35 in the box, 7 thumbs up. In England, I'm a public figure. I'm criticized all the time, so this will be interesting. Yeah, you're going to want to go back and check out the replay. There was a lot that I talked about. We're at 94 minutes, an hour and 34 minutes. God bless you, Donna. Thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing to be a channel member. Much respect from Don and I. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Here we go. Jules is in England too. You should connect Donna with Jules. Jules is pretty cool. She's been around these YouTube streets for many years. I've known Jules for like 5 years now. But and yeah, I gotta moderate Jules too. Yeah, I gotta moderate you too as well, Donna. I'll moderate you both, like later tonight or tomorrow. I want to verify everything on the laptop and do it then. But one more thing, MJ, let's talk about you for a second because you did another video on me. And yeah, I'll respond when I want to. You know, it's all good. You can keep responding. I'll respond when I feel it's warranted. And you mentioned something, MJ, in response to a posting I made. Huh. Walking with Common Sense just became a $4.99 member. Walking with Common Sense, okay. Well, thank you for the $4.99. I thought you were a sock account, but even if you are, that's $5 minus 30%. So it's like $3.50 net. Appreciate that. MJ, you read my posting where I was mentioning there are a lot of people that are struggling with mental and emotional issues, you know, within that group you're a part of. I wasn't catering that message to you, MJ, but I was just saying that in general. And you did a response and you said that basically you're one of those guys that can't stand big pharma, right? So you're one of those guys, MJ, that will suffer with depression, anxiety, and all that, and not take medication. Let me tell you something, dude. You know, you're entitled to be that way, and there are some people that are like that. Typically, those are alt-right people, in my opinion, or radical conservatives and stuff like that. I know you're conservative. That's a very conservative thing, but you're only doing yourself a disservice, in my opinion. Let me tell you something. When you folks see Dawn tomorrow, she's happy, she's feeling good, she's eating more. She's been on anxiety and depression meds for a while. She's got a bunch of different medications, that her doctors put her on. We figured out the right dosages. I set up her pill box every Saturday night, like tonight, for the next week, and I help her regulate her medication. It has turned her life around. She's always been a wonderful woman. She's a lot calmer. Okay? She's actually pretty much gotten over the depression regarding her daughter. She's like, it is what it is. Like, when you see Dawn, like, you're going to be blown away. Okay? When you see Dawn, you're going to be blown away. And the fact that, it's your choice, MJ. If you don't believe in medication or don't want to take it or you're against big pharma or whatever the reason is, right? I mean, you're only going to be, in my opinion, you're only doing yourself a disservice, man. Because I can tell you, if you were on some medication, this is an opinion. I'm not diagnosing MJ. Let me be clear to the people out there. I think I'm diagnosing people. I'm stating an opinion from what I've seen. Okay? I can highly assume, that if you were on the right medication for what you're going through, probably depression, anxiety, or whatever, right? You'd be in a much better place emotionally. You wouldn't be coming out here on YouTube and doing some things that I feel are more of a disservice to you than helping you. You would probably be creating more real content. You probably wouldn't be in the situation you're in right now. You probably wouldn't have made, in my opinion, I'm just guessing my opinions. That's all they are opinions. You probably wouldn't have gambled all your money on high-risk stocks. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be critical. Yeah, I'm entitled to criticize you or anyone that's a public figure. You're a public figure, right? You criticize me, I criticize you, right? But the fact that you're suffering, obviously you mentioned this, like you suffer from depression and anxiety and all that, but you're not willing to get medicated for it, dude. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I hope everything in your life pans out for you, dude. All I'll say is this. Don's done the work. All of you criticize, not all of you, a lot of you on the other side, you criticized my woman, Dawn, right? You came at her. You tried to screw things up between her and I. You tried to knock me out, knock me down, and we're still here. And guess what? Dawn worked through it. She's been to the doctor. She's gotten all the right medications, and she's doing fantastic. And now we just want to help you folks figure out what's right for you and motivate you to take the right actions to better your lives. With that being said, thank you to everyone for being here. I'm going to go enjoy the night with my lady. We're probably going to have Mexican tonight. Have some nice burritos. And yeah, back tomorrow for a couple of shows, including the members only live tomorrow night, probably around 11 Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Get your channel memberships between now and then. We look forward to it. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.